Yaoundé, the capital city of Cameroon, is a vibrant metropolis located in the central part of the country, nestled in the heart of Central Africa. Known for its rich cultural heritage, political significance, and economic dynamism, Yaoundé stands as one of the most important cities in the region. Serving as the administrative and political hub of Cameroon, Yaoundé is also a key player in the country's development and serves as a gateway to both the rich cultural diversity of Cameroon and the broader African continent. The city is a unique blend of traditional African influences and modern urbanization, where lush green hills and colonial architecture coexist with bustling markets, contemporary business districts, and diverse communities. Geographically, Yaoundé is situated in the western highlands of Cameroon, in the central part of the country, and is bordered by forested hills and valleys. The city's location is strategically significant, as it lies between the country's economic capital, Douala, and its neighboring countries, including Nigeria to the west, Chad to the east, and the Central African Republic to the south. This central position makes Yaoundé a pivotal center for trade, politics, and cultural exchange. Yaoundé is not only the capital of Cameroon but also one of the country's most populous cities, with a population exceeding 3 million people. The city has undergone rapid urbanization in recent decades, experiencing significant growth in both its population and infrastructure. Despite this growth, Yaoundé has managed to retain much of its historical charm, with traces of French colonial architecture and indigenous African culture seamlessly integrated into its urban fabric. Historical development. The history of Yaoundé dates back to the early 20th century when it was established as a small settlement by the Germans during the colonial period. Before the arrival of the Germans, the area now known as Yaoundé was inhabited by various indigenous ethnic groups, including the Yaoundé, Bulu, and Maka peoples, who had their own rich traditions, languages, and customs. These communities lived in harmony with the land, cultivating crops such as yams, cassava, and plantains, and maintaining traditional practices in governance, art, and social structures. In the late 19th century, Cameroon became a German colony under the name Cameroon. The Germans, seeking to expand their control over the region, established the settlement of Yaoundé in 1888 as part of their larger colonial project. They chose the site for its strategic location and access to the surrounding natural resources, particularly timber, which was abundant in the region. However, the Germans faced significant resistance from local populations, who were determined to protect their land and way of life. The German colonial rule in Cameroon was marked by brutal tactics, including forced labor, land confiscation, and military suppression of local uprisings. In the aftermath of World War I, Germany lost control of its colonies, and Cameroon came under French and British control. Yaoundé was handed over to the French, who continued to develop the settlement into an administrative center. Under French rule, Yaoundé became a focal point for trade, governance, and cultural exchange between French-speaking Africans and European settlers. French colonial authorities built infrastructure such as roads, railways, and government buildings, which laid the foundation for the city's urbanization. The city also became a key center for the French educational system, attracting students from across the French-speaking colonies in Central Africa. Following Cameroon's independence in 1960, Yaoundé became the official capital of the newly formed Republic of Cameroon. The country's first president, Amadou Ahidjo, who had been a key figure in the independence movement, chose Yaoundé as the political center of the new nation. The decision to establish Yaoundé as the capital was partly due to its central location, which made it accessible to both the French-speaking and English-speaking regions of the country. Yaoundé quickly became the seat of government, and its political institutions, such as the presidency, the National Assembly, and the Senate, were established there. Throughout the post-independence period, Yaoundé has remained the epicenter of Cameroonian political life. It has witnessed significant political changes, including military coups, peaceful transitions of power, and the growth of democratic institutions. Yaoundé has also played a key role in facilitating Cameroon's international relations, hosting diplomatic missions, conferences, and summits that are essential for the country's position within the African Union and the global community. Culture and society. Yaoundé is a melting pot of cultures, languages, and traditions, reflecting the diversity of Cameroon as a whole. Cameroon is often referred to as Africa in miniature, due to its ethnic and cultural diversity, and Yaoundé serves as a microcosm of this diversity. The city is home to people from various ethnic groups, including the Yaoundé, Bulu, and Maka peoples, as well as migrants from other parts of Cameroon and neighboring countries. This cultural richness is reflected in the city's festivals, cuisine, music, and religious practices. The people of Yaoundé speak a variety of languages, with French being the official language due to Cameroon's colonial history under French rule. However, many people also speak local languages such as Yaoundé, Bulu, and other Bantu languages. English is also spoken by a minority of the population, particularly in the regions that were once under British colonial rule. This bilingualism is a defining feature of Yaoundé, and the city's residents take pride in their ability to navigate both French and English-speaking spheres. One of the most vibrant aspects of Yaoundé's culture is its music and art scene. The city is known for its lively music festivals, including the Yaoundé International Jazz Festival, which attracts musicians from across Africa and the world. The music scene in Yaoundé is a reflection of Cameroon's diverse musical traditions, which blend indigenous rhythms with Western influences. The city is also home to numerous theaters, galleries, and cultural institutions that promote Cameroonian arts and crafts. The traditional music of Yaoundé, and Cameroon as a whole, includes genres such as Makassa, Bikutsi, and Mimbo, which are widely enjoyed in the city's bars, clubs, and public spaces. These music genres incorporate the sounds of local drums, xylophones, and other traditional instruments, as well as electric guitars, keyboards, and brass instruments. The city's festivals, such as the Yaoundé International Arts and Crafts Exhibition, celebrate the rich cultural heritage of the region, showcasing handicrafts, traditional attire, and the diverse art forms of Cameroon. Yaoundé is also home to a large number of religious communities, with Christianity being the dominant religion, followed by Islam and indigenous African religions. The city's religious diversity is evident in its numerous churches, mosques, and temples, which serve as both places of worship and community gathering. Catholicism is particularly widespread, and Yaoundé is home to many important religious institutions, including the Yaoundé Archdiocese and several Protestant denominations. Islam is practiced by a significant portion of the population, particularly in the northern parts of the city, and Yaoundé also hosts several mosques and Islamic cultural centers. Geography and urban development. Yaoundé is located in the central highlands of Cameroon, surrounded by lush forests, rolling hills, and a variety of natural landscapes. The city sits at an altitude of approximately 750 meters, 2,460 feet, above sea level, which contributes to its mild climate. The surrounding hills offer stunning views of the city, and the abundant greenery adds to the city's charm. The city is crossed by several rivers, including the Mfoundi River, which runs through the heart of Yaoundé, providing both aesthetic beauty and practical benefits in terms of water supply. The city is characterized by its hilly terrain, which has led to both challenges and opportunities for urban development. Some areas of Yaoundé are built on steep slopes, requiring innovative engineering solutions to build roads, buildings, and infrastructure. The city's urbanization has led to the development of a range of neighborhoods, from bustling commercial centers to quieter residential areas. In recent years, Yaoundé has seen significant growth in infrastructure, with new roads, bridges, and high-rise buildings emerging to accommodate the growing population. Yaoundé is divided into several administrative districts, each with its own distinct character. The center region, where the city is located, is the political heart of the country. The plateau area, located on the highest point of the city, is home to the central business district, government buildings, and embassies. The Mfoundi neighborhood is an important commercial area, with markets, shops, and restaurants offering a variety of goods and services. In contrast, areas such as Bastos and Ituri are known for their residential neighborhoods, while Ngusso and Yaoundé are home to several government institutions and public offices. The city's infrastructure has improved significantly in recent decades, with new roads and highways connecting different parts of the city. However, urbanization has also created challenges such as traffic congestion, inadequate housing, and waste management. These challenges are particularly evident in the informal settlements that have sprung up around the city, where many residents live in substandard conditions. The government of Cameroon has undertaken initiatives to address these issues, including urban renewal projects, improved public transportation, and investments in affordable housing. Economy and commerce. Yaoundé is the economic and commercial center of Cameroon, although it is not as economically vibrant as Douala, the country's economic capital. Despite this, Yaoundé is home to a wide range of businesses, industries, and services that contribute to the national economy. The city is a major hub for government-related activities, trade, and financial services. Yaoundé also hosts several multinational companies, particularly in the sectors of construction, telecommunications, banking, and retail. The city's economy is supported by a combination of agriculture, manufacturing, services, and commerce. Agriculture remains an important sector in the economy, with products such as cocoa, coffee, bananas, and palm oil being grown in the surrounding regions and transported to Yaoundé for processing and trade. Additionally, Yaoundé is home to several industrial zones, where manufacturing industries produce goods ranging from textiles to food products. Yaoundé is also a major center for education and research. The city is home to several universities and higher education institutions, including the University of Yaoundé I, University of Yaoundé II, and several specialized schools. These institutions contribute to the development of a skilled workforce that supports the city's growing economy. The retail sector in Yaoundé is booming, with numerous shopping centers, markets, and street vendors offering a wide variety of goods. One of the most notable markets is the Central Market, where locals and visitors can purchase everything from fresh produce and spices to clothing and electronics. The market is a vibrant center of commerce and a reflection of the city's bustling economy. Despite the city's economic growth, Yaoundé faces challenges such as high unemployment rates, income inequality, and limited access to basic services for many residents. However, the government continues to work on policies aimed at stimulating economic growth, reducing poverty, and addressing these challenges. The city's growing infrastructure and increasing investment in sectors such as tourism, manufacturing, and technology present opportunities for future development and economic diversification. Political importance. As the political capital of Cameroon, Yaoundé plays a central role in the country's governance and decision-making processes. The city is home to the Presidential Palace, the National Assembly, the Senate, and various ministries and government institutions. Political activity in Yaoundé is centered around the country's presidency, which has a strong influence on both national and international affairs. The President of Cameroon, currently Paul Biya, resides in Yaoundé, and the city is often the site of major political events, including presidential inaugurations, state visits, and diplomatic meetings. Yaoundé also plays a significant role in the regional politics of Central Africa, with many international organizations, including the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, ECA, operating within the city. The city serves as a diplomatic hub for the region, with embassies and consulates representing a wide range of countries from Africa, Europe, Asia, and beyond. The city's political significance is not limited to its role in Cameroon's governance but extends to its role as a center for political dialogue and cooperation across Africa. Yaoundé frequently hosts regional summits, conferences, and diplomatic negotiations that seek to address key issues such as security, development, and peace in Central Africa.